Welcome, welcome. If you guys are just tuning in, hello. Good to see everyone today. Good, we got the mic working. Good to see. So we are a little bit later today, but I had a call to take this morning. But good, good. All right. Growth portfolio, absolutely killing it once again today. I had a couple rough days yesterday, day before on the growth names, but IWM is coming back to life. So when we talk about IWM, I'm really, really excited to see if maybe we can see some all time highs on IWM. November and December, typically some really, really good months for the stock market. If we're thinking historically, maybe that's the push we need to get above, this, I would call it this 233 line. So, really excited. Hopefully, we will see that finally that big push that I've been looking for. But again, APPS having a nice day off this flag breakout once again. RSI is completely decreased. Our stochastic starting to creep back up. I want to see over 90 on APPS, and then again XP. What is XP sitting at? XP. We're basing right below this resistance mark. We got to push over 55 on XP. That'd be the next big set. But what's going on, Sai? How are you? Looking on our 1 minute. Look like we do have a breakout on APPS once again for just the for the minute. So sweet. Yeah, yesterday was really, really rough. Today is doing a bit better. So, love to see it. Or do you think it's done? What's going on, JC? Let's take a look. Before I start tweeting out and we get some more people, let's make sure that we get all these guys answered. So Prague. Prague is sitting at some really, really important. You see that we did bounce off of our 100-day right here. This is some pretty dumb analysis, but I'm going to say it anyways. It looks to me like we have 3 or 4 red candles and we shoot back up. So we did hit our 100-day moving average. So right now is not a terrible time to buy, actually. We did just hit our 100-day moving average. We bounced off. They're really, really nice. We turned this. Snap. I don't know. I haven't looked at Snap in a while. Let's see. Okay. Snap. I still don't like it. We still look like we're trending down until we break this, which could be today. But Snap still looks pretty bearish, in my opinion. Trit. Is Trit running today? Let's take a look. This is our give or take right here. So I don't really like the look of this chart, but this is a very big support line. So we actually will see if we do drop below the support line like we just did. We'll see if we can hold it, but that's a big number. It looks okay. We did flush out this morning. We'll have to see how that shapens up. Not looking for a good entry now. SDC. Yeah, again, Smile Direct Club, it looks okay. This is actually not a terrible risk reward. The only thing I see on here is we do have a perfect inverse head and shoulders on the 1 minute or on the daily, which is a strong sign. What I want to see, we also have a double bottom set up here. So under 511 is where your stop loss is, and if you actually, I might actually enter this trade today for a swing with a stop loss under 511 and a projected target of around 630. Not a bad risk reward right here off of this inverse head and shoulders. Dwack. Oh, yeah, Dwack's starting to move. I was actually gonna buy yesterday, but DAC on the daily. Let's take a look what we have going here. So we did break our resistance line a couple days ago. We have a nice candle off of there. Dwack could get crazy. The chart looks okay. It could get crazy just because we broke that resistance line. So I actually think that we might start to heat up on some of these Trump names coming into um, ABB today. We could start heating up for sure. Let's take a look at APVT. No, I don't like APVT. APVT. Nope, I don't like APVT. You see, I actually. Oh, did Ford have good earnings? Oh yeah, Ford had really good earnings. Wow. Let's take a look. Wow. Big EPS jump. Wow. EPS usually gets beat here though, so I mean it's not that great of earnings, honestly. It's okay, I suppose. It's not really a stock with high growth, but yeah, they're pretty good. I'll take a look at Fun. Fun's gonna run the same way as this. So again, actually no, it's not. I don't think Fun. Yeah, Fun. Actually, I don't like Fun here. We are trying to. Here's what I would say with Fun. Okay, we are starting to curl up a little bit right here. Nice. If we do break $4, we're. I mean, it's definitely a game over for Fun, but it's starting to curl up. I really don't like the setup though, so I'd probably try to stay out of this. Yeah, I don't really like Fun. Actually, Dwack looks a lot better. Yeah, not too big of a fan on Fun. Oh, they talking dividends for Ford? Jake? Yeah, I mean, I don't really like Fun. What's that other one? MKKT? I always forget the name of it. It's the one that just paired with MasterCard. Forget the name. What's going on, Craig? Hey, Craig, how did you find me? I'm actually surprised. It looks like we're getting some new viewers, which is awesome. If you guys are in here, if you guys wouldn't mind just hitting the like button, it helps. It helps just the algorithm show. If you guys wouldn't mind just hitting the like button, I'd appreciate that. Wow, BKKT, yeah, dude. Some guy was in here, and I told him to hold, but wow, we had a really good yesterday. Again, this is one of these names that like we could potentially like gap up a lot. I mean, this is a super healthy chart. I mean, we went super healthy chart. We have some amazing news on this stock. I still think it should be valued more, but this could be another name that wouldn't be a bad idea just holding on to. We'll see if like some chart, like if some entry provides itself, but I'm gonna be watching that today. We'll see how BKKT decides to shape up because honestly, it seems pretty good. Looks really good. Again, that's one of the names I said that probably would do good just because off of that news. And then you got to think like my whole like reasoning behind here is that like MasterCard's not stupid, so like they probably tried to find the best what's the word? The best company they could and it looks like this was the company they found. So I think that we could see some further partnerships with stuff like maybe Apple or definitely Visa. Visa's a name. So yeah, that's an interesting name. We'll be looking at BKKT for a long entry soon. Thoughts on what's going on? What's going on? Green thoughts. Disney. Let's see. Disney. Hopefully we didn't break down on Disney. Okay. Disney still looks okay. For right now, we're sitting right at the support. Obviously, we didn't really want to break the support, but what I do have us seeing right here is a perfect double bottom. This is a really nice double bottom on the daily. Exactly perfect right there. We are about to push over support. I would want to see Disney. A big key level is going to be this 170.50 mark. Disney still looks intact. Calls could do all right. Boeing. Disney actually, I don't like Boeing. Boeing looks like we've just been making lower lows. Look, lower low, lower low, lower low, lower low. Okay, the only chance you have here on Boeing is you have a potential bounce right here at $200, $204 for a double bottom. But yeah, RSI is pretty bad. But yeah, not a. You could potentially have an okay spot, but we do have a double top right here. Again, if you were risking off, I would say, in my opinion, about $203. It could be a good risk reward, but the chart doesn't really look that great. Something. Good morning. What's up, Sudcar? Yeah, you're welcome. Genus just acquired. Wow. Okay. I know you guys were talking about Genus yesterday. I was gone, but Genus chart's pretty bad. Genus, it looks like we just got sold off, so we sell the news. Don't really like the chart. Maybe if we can buy back down to $1.32, but not interested at that. I didn't talk about IRNT. We'll talk about it. IRNT. Again, if you guys just tuned in, I'd appreciate a like. It helps me out a lot. It pushes this video. I've been saying I've been pretty bearish about IronNet unless we could break 15. We did yesterday, but we just fell. Big down day today. Looks like we're actually just gonna keep going lower. So not on IronNet. I'd be out of there. IWM is going today. Nice. IWM had a strong day. Is Tesla over 1,000 again? Oh wow. Jesus Christ. What a freaking beast. All right, I'm beating ARK today, so that's great. ARK is getting really close to breakout too. Yeah, you guys got it. Yeah, I did take off yesterday. I had like some presentations and crap that I had to do. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to be on yesterday, but better today. We have my portfolio is up 4% today. Much needed bounce day off the last 2 days. Got a lot of stocks forming, but yeah, I think that like BKKT would probably be my top watch. I mean, I think this thing could rip, right? We can rip. We have a low market cap. Great news. The gains, you never really see a chart. You never really see that we go $8 to like 37 and we actually relatively still hold in these gains. So obviously, this might be another one to watch. Or we'll keep a look on this today. ARK has a nice strong day. Yeah, Lucid. Yeah, that's another one I was going to talk about. I'll be straight honest. I've been saying I'm bearish about Lucid, but here's the power of technicals. We've been talking about this chart for absolutely forever. If you did follow this chart and you took calls at this 30, I told you guys that this 30 level pivot is going to be insane. Calls would have already been up 200% on some calls. So this is the power of charting. This is exactly why we do it. We were stuck in this range, but as soon as we break that, we see some big moves up. So yeah, Lucid, we could continue to roll higher. RSI looks okay. I guess our next big pivot point is going to be 33, and then after 33, we got room up to 60. Thanks, I appreciate it. Yeah, you're welcome. Anyway, I'm trying to think. I feel like I think Amazon earnings might be the way to go. I don't do earnings. I don't do earnings. Amazon had Green Thoughts, are you still okay? So this was the place to buy. Green Thoughts bought right. It did. So I just want to give another example. Why I love my 200-day SMA. Green Thoughts. Do you still have your shares? Again, when we talk about this 200-day SMA, most of the cases, besides these, we did bounce off of it earlier, but we do tend to bounce off this 200-day SMA. I actually did so much research on it, but I figured out that this exponential is the best way to go. But we bounce off here at 3,300 and we're all the way back up. Or if earnings are good, Amazon can gap up 10%. If earnings are good, it does have a lot of way to go. So I don't really tend to play earnings on the big caps. There's just too much. Yeah, Facebook Facebook looks okay. We're under our 200-day moving average quite a bit, but again, I feel like I'm a strong believer that like for the most part, like these blue caps, these blue chip stocks, whatever you call them, they're just gonna keep going. Like I feel like there can be nothing wrong with buying a dip on a blue chip. I feel strongly that we will continue to, we'll be back to all-time highs eventually on them. That's what I would say about that. So I don't think there's anything like ever like necessarily inherently wrong with buying dips on these. But yeah, I mean, obviously Facebook is a little bit broken down, so we could see some more downside. If earnings is bad for Amazon, yeah, it's gonna. My only thing that like why I'm looking at Amazon for earnings is because it's been. Here's the thing: we've been consolidating for so long that like I don't think like earnings are priced in. Like if we have a killer earnings, they're definitely not priced in. And when we're honestly, if we have a beat on earnings, we're really close to 3,500. We could see up to 3,700. So again, if you're doing a lotto play, I think Amazon calls could hit, but not. Yeah, it could be terrible. BTU. Okay. Let me check one thing and then we'll go. I don't play really earnings regardless, but I'd probably pick Amazon over Apple. But Apple usually kills earnings too. So I mean, if as long as you're just playing small for a lotto play, it could. We'll see. We'll see if we're getting any big hits after hours. We'll see. I feel like the problem is with earnings is it's like if earnings are bad, you're pretty much stuck bag holding, right? Because like earnings are like instantly up 5%, down 5%, stuff like that. So, I would probably say that's probably why I don't do earnings. But you know, for example, Amazon, I don't think like the actual price is inflected into the stock price. Like for something like AMD had amazing earnings, but the stock price has already been so high that like those earnings were already like priced into there. I don't really know if Amazon is priced into there, but good to see a green day on earnings. We don't want to see a red day on earnings. Oh my god, this Dino guy is so annoying. Seriously. Okay, BTU. BTU I don't like. We broke down from our we broke down right here. I'm not a big fan. We could look at earnings if you wanted me to. Trit. Don't like Trit either. We'll take a look at DATS. Again, I still have shares at 750 on DATS. What did we do today? Yeah. DATS, in my opinion, is completely over. We broke our resistance line. We're seeing volume dry up. So DATS for me is completely over. Don't like it. I got burned last quarter earnings. Yeah, Amazon burned a lot of people. With earnings, as long as you're playing, I feel like the safest way to play earnings, and this is going to be, the safest way to play earnings is going to be calls or puts. That way, you're either going to win on the calls or puts, and that's the end of the day. If it goes up, you win. If it goes down, you're risking off a smaller percent for a bigger reward, and you're not going to be really bag holding because it either goes up or down, right? So I feel like calls and puts on earnings would probably be the way to go. As long as you're not buying the full contract for Amazon. Maybe you're buying one underlying share, so maybe it's $300 instead of 30,000. You could buy one underlying share for your contract. So again, just play small. Shopify is having a great day today too. Didn't see that. That's awesome. But yeah, T-Doc's having. Teladoc is another name that's been really, really on fire with earnings. That's gotten no love. Love Teladoc long term. They have some really, really great. I just love the. It's pretty much Zoom for doctors. I had to use it the other day. I really like the setup. Not like the setup on the chart, but I really, really like the actual technology behind it. I think it could take over visiting the doctor one day. We'll see. You guys are tuning in. Welcome. Appreciate, again, if you guys are here too, appreciate the likes on the videos. It just makes it pop a little bit. So. Geez, my growth portfolio doing pretty well today. Up 3.5%. APPS, actually, I didn't see this. APPS is extending higher. As much as I love APPS, we just cannot hold our gains. Sometimes we just fake out. But again, we had this perfect bull flag form like I was talking about in the Discord. Nice follow through today. I'm gonna look at SI. SI looks like we could. SI is getting close to breaking out too. We got a nice flag filling in. Obviously, want to see above 157 would be nice. Zim. Oh wow, so I did pick up. DXLG is my new buy that I bought into yesterday, a couple days ago. DXLG looks really good. I'm up 7.42% on that. And then Zim. Zim is popping today too. Nice day on Zim. I think I'm back in the money on that, so nice. Yeah, I want to become famous Dino. Thank you. But we'll see. I really would love APPS to break 90. We'll see if it breaks 90 today. But when I look at this, we usually don't see huge candles like this. We went 76. I don't know. I feel like I might scale some off at the top. I'm not going to, but I mean, we're definitely probably going to see it pull back today. APPS is the master of just going up in the morning and fading out. It loves to do that. And that's another name. As you guys will like learn your stocks, your favorite stocks, your holds, you just learn about the tendencies. I've been holding APPS for $15, so I kind of know about the APPS. And what APPS loves to do is fade. It loves to fade. It's a big old fader. IWM, super strong day. Again, if we can, I would love in November to break over this 233 and like make some new highs. That'd be awesome. Yeah, we can look at Mark Holdings. Is Mark seeing a bounce today? Nah, I don't like Mark at all. Okay, if you were to enter Mark, your clear risk off has to be $1.94. $1.94, but I mean, potentially we could move up, but I just don't see that we're going to move up. The chart looks pretty beat up. I'm not a big fan. Not a big fan, to be honest with you on Mark. I don't like Mark. I'd rather buy BKKT. BKKT actually doesn't look terrible. Yeah, man. I wish I would have saw Lucid break out this morning. I've been prepared for the move for like a long time. I've been talking about it. I mean, once we break over this, like I said, this third 29 mark, 29.80, we had a big move. Again, we see some massive. We have a little bit of resistance over here at 33. 33.7. We'll see if we can break that. But yeah, that's a huge candle. We'd love to see that if you guys are in there. I honestly would go short Lucid here. We're pretty overextended. I wouldn't buy it. We'll see. I don't really short stocks. But you know, Lucid is. What was that news? Does anyone know the news on Lucid? Why? I know yesterday had some great news. Growth stocks. This isn't necessarily a growth stock, but it isn't even a small cap stock. But the market's green today, so another name that I was pretty curious on too out of my growth portfolio. Kind of what SI did. If you guys, DT had a really great earnings, and we still gapped down. So I did add some DT yesterday. And I'm already up quite a bit of money on that. But sometimes your stocks are going to have great earnings, and they're still going to drop because the stock market sometimes is stupid. You know, sometimes the price could have already inflected earnings or whatever it is. Sometimes there's a different metric, like not just the revenue. You have to look inside the revenue and stuff like that. But is a bit annoying. Okay, we'll take a look at Xella and then Agri. Okay. Take a look at Xella. But yeah, DT, another name that I added yesterday. Unfortunate. Don't like Xella. The chart just looks beat up. Not that much volume. We actually are getting a pretty big volume day, so we could see a bigger move, but off the chart, it looks like these big spikes just get sold off really quick, so I'm not very interested in that, but we have a lot of volume today. We could, deliveries are coming on 30th. Okay, that's some big news. That makes sense. I agree. Yeah, we'll try to find some day trades today. Again, if they come, great. If not, okay, Agri. Okay, so we did a halt up on news, right? So we were at 265, and then we just halted up. Here's my thing. Yeah, I don't really like. I mean, we'll see. We're having a lot of volume. This volume's actually staying, so we could see a move. We could see a move eventually, but not too interested. I think my top setup today is probably going to be BKKT. We've just like such good news, and on top of that, we're getting really close. So I mean, BKKT with a 28.62 stop could get good. What's going on, Sam? Okay, yeah. And again, I've been talking about Lucid for a long time now. I just didn't have that alert set. If you guys are like, if you have a problem, like, sometimes you just don't see stocks. They come by quick and then they're gone. I would say that the best thing to do is, you can set alerts on your phone, like when a stock hits a certain price. Wish I would have saw that for Lucid, but yeah, if they're actually getting deliveries now, that's cool. But we're still 50 billion, we're still 40 billion market cap with zero revenue. So, we're paying for a picture at this point. But, yeah, that's some big news. That actual, I think that's some really big news. There's no doubt about that. Dwack starting to curl up today. Very interesting. Yeah, we'll take a look at Prague. I said Prague actually doesn't look terrible. We'll see if anything changed. Prague still looks okay potentially. It seems like we bounce off of these lows. We did bounce off our 200-day moving average, which was good today. And it looks like we have these 3-day pullbacks, about the same length, and we do shoot up. I know that's some terrible technical analysis, but sometimes stocks just have the same patterns, and it looks like, here we have the same exact setup, these 3 candles, a spinning top. So again, we have a spinning top on all 3 of these. We have some downside for the next 2 days and we rip. So we could see some continuation, but for now, I'd wanted to hold this 333 levels big with that big support. I sold BKKT at 30, hoping it dip to 25 lower second by back in. You think that's possible? I don't know. BKKT looks really, really strong. It's actually really surprising because we had this big move up, $11 to 37, and we've held those gains. There's nothing wrong with locking in profits, so I don't think there's nothing wrong with that. Especially if you sold out today at 30, right at market open. That'd been great. I don't know. I think that, here's the thing. I'm actually might enter this for a swing today. Over 29.50. We've been forming a nice base here. We could go up. Here's how we play base breakout, though. If we do break over 29.50, we can see some upside. So I might be playing this stock today. We'll see. If we do keep a stop loss under 28.62. Good risk reward. Looks like we might try to break over that soon. How are you feeling about Fun? I actually don't like Fun. Actually, compared to Dwack, the chart's pretty terrible. We might see a move up eventually. The only thing I'm thinking here is we do have a big gap down to fill, but we are starting to bounce here. So we do have a double bottom on the daily too. So if you entered with a stop loss at 447, not a terrible idea. I just don't like it. It didn't really run off of any great news. We're talking about Fun right now. So I don't really like that. There's a lot of other names to play out there. It's not my best setup. CRTX, we gapped down the other day. Okay, CTRX, this is going to be how it goes. Not interested if we do end up breaking $20. We do have a gap to fill play. So, again, these can go down forever, but if we do break $20, we'll have a big gap to fill up. Go watch my gap to fill video if you're interested on that. But not on these gap to fill plays, I want to make sure that this top wick of this candle gets covered first. Genus looked at that, and I'm okay on that. But BKKT might enter quality position today. We'll see how BKKT forms up, but we have been consolidating nicely. Okay. I'm actually going to take some shares here. I'm going to alert this in the Discord. I think BKKT might be a solid swing, so we're going to, if we do, I'm going to wait for us to, I'm going to swing BKKT over, okay, yeah, swinging BKKT 25. I'm buying some coverage too. And then we're going to put our stop loss at 28.61. Okay. So I'm gonna slowly I'm gonna start buying some shares up here on BKKT. I'm gonna slowly buy. Again, I bought some at 29.50. I'm gonna slowly average into this swing, but we are setting up for a potential move higher on this chart. I do like the setup and the news, so I'm gonna swing that. I do have a stop loss set at 28.60. I have a stop loss at 28.61, so that is important to keep in mind too. Yeah, we'll talk. Let's see. EV charging. Okay. Yeah, it looks okay. We could have a bottom in here. I'm just not interested on the chart for an entry. What's the bottom for IRNT? I don't know. We'll take a look. IRNT, I just don't like the chart. We have a really, really rough day. Let's see what our 1 minute. I don't like this stock. Yeah, I'm gonna say that there's no bottom in place yet. The obvious bottom, what we could see, is yeah. We could maybe a bottom at like maybe at like $10. I'm not interested though. CRTX. Here's the thing. When we talk to my gap to fill plays, I never am interested unless we can break over this candle. So the first daily candle right here is where our gap's gonna be at $20. So at $20 for a possible bounce for a gap, but until we don't hit 20, we're pretty bearish. So I'm not interested on that one. I don't like Genus. Genus brands now. I mean, we did sell off all that news and we are sitting at support right now, so we could potentially see a bounce today somewhere in this range, but I just don't like it overall. That acquisition I don't really like, and they spent too much money and they are promising to pay them. I don't know where they're going to get the money from. So, yeah, I'm not a fan on Genus, honestly. But we'll see if BKKT can pay. Like I said, I started a small position. If we do break over 30, I will add more shares. But I want to see if we can break over 30. But I did put a small position in here at 29.50. So we'll see how that shapes up throughout the day. I got my stop loss on, so that's already intact. I'm playing very small. If we do break 30, I'll add some more. APPS, we're trying really hard for that 90 level today. And XTD, sure, we'll take a look for you. XTD. I appreciate the likes on this video. It helps the video pop. So if you don't mind just hitting the like button, it helps me a lot. Appreciate everyone being here though. And XTD, I know it's a Bitcoin play. I'm not interested at all. When I look at a chart, I automatically won't be interested if we're just making new lows. We have a 52-week low here. Looks like we're just making lower lows on the daily, so I'm not interested. Yes. AITX, yeah. Never seen a chart like it. Let me see. I'll tell you if I've seen a chart like it. Did we go straight up or straight down? Oh yeah. So there's been a lot of reverse splits. Yeah. What we can see is that there's just been a lot of we reverse split. So it's something that reverse splits often is the UVXY, which is the indicate. And you can see that it has kind of the same thing. But yeah, a lot of reverse splits. I stay away. Yeah, no worries, Ryan. You got it. Yo, yeah. Let's take a look. Yeah, I can't zoom out all the time on here. I can do it on this, though. Oh, yeah. So that is that's called a reverse split. Same thing. So it actually was not that expensive. It's a reverse split. Same thing with here. It's probably, you could be just about around the same price. They just reverse split. So, yeah, I know it is weird. What is Zim doing for us today? Let's take a look. Well, Zimmy boy. It was all right. We kind of lost some of the gains today. Or did we? That was the weekly. Yeah, pretty good. Like I said, my growth portfolio is freaking... My growth portfolio is doing awesome today. We're up 4%, so I'm gonna take it, but do take that in stone with that I was down quite a bit yesterday and the day before. Thanks for all the likes, guys. Appreciate it. But I was down a lot yesterday, so cool that I'm up today, but I'm still up on the week. We had an amazing Monday. Tuesday, Wednesday was trash, and then today is awesome. So yeah. Okay. Like I said. Okay. BKKT being interesting down here. We'll see. I'd love to see a Bush over 30. We were getting close there, but that's all right. Let's take a look at Okijin. Oh, you're welcome, Mitchell. I mean, dude, we're almost at 1,000 subs. We got a Discord. Discord's in link in bio. Yeah, we got a Discord. We got a Discord. That link's in bio. But I mean, we've been growing quick. Patreon's popping off. I had my first I had a sponsorship actually come to me today. So I got an email from a company and they're like, we want to sponsor your videos. I was like, cool. Are you gonna pay me? And they were like, yeah, but I think it was like they wanted me to like do 6 ads on a video, and like so like at the introduction of like 6 videos, I would just be like, hey, download this game, it's fun, and then they'd give me, I think it's like $50 per one. So not bad. I'm actually pretty exciting. I don't know why they'd want to monetize my channel. I don't have a lot of traffic, but hey, that's cool. AMC sitting right at support. AMC had a big pop this morning. Interesting. We'll see if BKKT shapens up. Like I said, I entered some at 29.50, very small. I think this could be a potential good swing. Dwack is starting to pop off. Yeah, some of these names are starting to do. I do know some sponsors, and I would appreciate it, Ryan. Right now for sponsorship, it's like I honestly don't want to until I get a few thousand subs on Twitch. Maybe I'll start, but I would appreciate that. We'll see. We'll see. We'll take a look at AMC. Hopefully this holds up. We'll see. AMC. Yeah, thanks. I appreciate it. I don't know if I'm gonna take it. We'll see. Gross. That's all right. Still, I'll add some more if it does do something. Okay, we want to look at AMC chart. All right, AMC chart. Ooh. So we do. Okay, let me redraw this line because it does look like we have this line isn't like 100% complete, but we are sitting right at some important support that if we break, we could see some big downside. So let's just take a look. Okay. So I guess that could be our support line right there. But again, we bounce off of that. We don't see a bounce. So honestly, if we break below $34, I think that AMC could drop a lot. I appreciate it, June. But yeah, 34 would probably be my, yeah. $34. Again, we're sitting right at support right now, which isn't a terrible, thing. But again, if we do break this, we could see some downside. Let's refer back. Again, I know all my charts, but we're gonna go back to this and we're gonna compare. So what I like to do, so we can see that we have a flag and this is an asymmetrical triangle. Let's go take a look at these charts I put up. So I don't know if you guys can see this, but what we have here is a symmetrical triangle. Let me pull up a symmetrical triangle so you guys can understand what a symmetrical triangle is. It's not a bull flag. That's what you gotta understand, that this is not a bull flag. It's a symmetrical triangle. Symmetrical triangle. Let's see if it's gonna show us. Yeah, okay. So this is a perfect example of a symmetrical triangle. We're forming this right here on AMC, and this is how it works. With the symmetrical triangle, if we break over our support line right here, we shoot up. If we break down, we go below. So that's how you play symmetrical triangle. So, for example, if we're looking at a symmetrical triangle gone right, and symmetrical triangles usually, or they last for a long time. Here's a great example of a symmetrical triangle. Right here, this is a symmetrical triangle. We broke out of the top. We have a lot of upside. So regardless, if I like AMC or not, this is what the fundamentals show. Below 34 bearish, above 41 bullish. BK, let's see, where's BK? Oh yeah, stopped out of BKKT. Interesting. Okay. What was that? A 2% loss? Yeah, I did stop out of BKKT. I was gonna try that. That's fine. We'll see if it has a position today. But yeah, I did stop out there at 2860. So 2861. And then you can see exactly, looks like we've had some more downside. So you break that support and it goes down. Is it worth considering Hood? Hood earnings were bad. I didn't like them. AMC earnings could tank it too. That's an interesting. AMC sitting right at support. If it's bad earnings, we could tank. They ended up AMC earnings and feed narrative that apes are holding. I mean, regardless of what you think, I don't care what your thoughts are on AMC. This is an asymmetrical triangle. If we break down on earnings, we're gonna have a lot of downside. If we break up, we're gonna see some bullish activity. That's what the narrative is gonna be for that. Sometimes cup and handles don't form. Usually on the yearly. Let's take a look. So with this stock ENVX, this wasn't a cup and handle. So it looked like we were going to form a cup, and actually on the daily it might show a cup and handle. I'm going to zoom out a bit. So yeah, this is actually a perfect cup and handle setup, but it already left. On the cup and handles, you usually want to look on the daily. They can form on the 1 minute, but a perfect example of a cup and handle. And this is one of my favorite patterns, explosive. So we have this cup, and then we pull back, and as soon as we break this resistance line right here, we shoot up. So, I mean, if you would have saw that cup and handle play, I mean, you could have made 18 to 25. One of my favorite setups. Love that. But yeah, cup and handle's already gone. But yeah, that would be a cup and handle there. Love. There's a couple like charts that I really, really like. Cup and handle is one of them. CR and TX again. Yeah, maybe it's a bounce, but yeah, that is a big bounce from lows, but I'm not interested until we get over 20. That's just going to be the story with there. IWM, still holding strong today. Yeah, again, if you guys go to my Discord, just go to education. I have all those. I think all of these are linked. I know we're missing a couple that I can just tell off of. We don't have a cup and handle in here. An inverse cup and handle. Yeah. So pretty much with patterns, there's usually they're pretty opposite. So you can see that our rising wedge is bearish, but our falling wedge, and they're just complete opposites. So same with double top, but you have to make sure you learn the chart so you can look out. You can look out for them. Bimmy. Oh, interesting. Big movement off of Bimmy. Wow. Okay. Don't really like Bimmy right here. Actually, we are getting some good volume today compared to yesterday. So pretty low volume sell-off. When we talk about a low volume sell-off, we had that much volume send us. So chart looks okay. We are overextended a little bit. Actually, we're not even overextended on the 1 minute. Not a terrible looking chart. I don't know. I'm not a fan yet of it. We'll see what happens throughout the day. We could see some further upside again. We're seeing a lot of volume come in. Lots and lots of volume, some big orders. I will keep that on watch. I would like to see another flush, but yeah, everything looks okay, I suppose. That's some really big orders coming in through, too. So yeah, some really, really big order flow, which we like to see. Really, really big orders. That could be on top. There's is Prague moving? Yeah. Prague. Like I said, Prague looks pretty good. I'm not gonna enter myself, but yeah, there we go. That's a big bounce off of Prague. Yeah. Again, I said that. I think that right now it seems like we have these three red candles and we usually push off. So bounce. The perfect actually spot would have been, this is a double bottom on the 200-day moving average at 333. That would have been really good buys. I can't see everything, but yeah, not bad looking. See if we can cross over 450. Could be a mover today. That's for sure. Could be a really big mover. Sure, we'll take a look at CYN. Sinjin. Looks we're sitting right at support right here. I don't know. Looks like we haven't moved. With this being said, over like 845 we're pretty bullish. If we do lose 742 we could be bearish. I don't really like it too much. Not a big fan of C. So with CYN right now it doesn't look great. I do have an average of 850. I am swinging this one. But again, we have 750. I am swinging, but we do have a 750 that we need to hold. If we can break this 850, that'll be a huge level. I am holding that. I do have a stop at 750. I'll lose $1 a share if it does hit, but we'll see. The BKKT rip when I sold. Interesting. We'll see what BKKD does. Shoot, this might just be a swing that maybe we just ignore the stop loss and maybe he's 27. Again, I think this name can go today. Let's see a push over 30. I think a push over 30 will push over 30 and then I might re-enter. Okay. I want to see 30 though. If 30 hits, that might be a trigger for me. That will be a trigger. We'll see if 30 can hit. I do want to swing it. I just didn't want to risk off that much. So we'll see. I think 30 is a big pivot point, so we'll just have to take a look. It's kind of annoying. It stopped me out right there. Okay. GFS IPO. GFS is a semiconductor company spin off the AMD. Oh, interesting. Let's take a look. Is it having I'm sure it has a strong day. Not seeing it. Use APPS having a great day. Okay. I'm gonna wait to see if we can hit 30 on BKKT, but we'll just see. Is a bit annoying. All right. Marinating for the downside. It's a HCWB. Oh yeah. Actually, we had a big flush today. It doesn't look terrible. Oh, we could see some upside today. It does look like we could be going to the downside, and honestly, this if we do break 4.6, that's going to be a huge support level. That $4.60, but yeah, we'll see. It looked like a flush today. Maybe we'll see some upside. We'll just have to see. Yeah, I mean, I guess yeah. With gap to plays, I don't really know. I'll tell you, I don't play gap to fills unless so. If we look on the daily, there's this big gap to fill. In this first candle right here is the pivot point. Same thing with an IPO, but over 20, over 2050, that's our gap to fill play all the way up to 58. But until we break there, there's no gap. So I'm gonna wait till $20 if I was to enter. Jennifer, we'll take a look at fun. I appreciate all the likes on the video. It helps it helps the algorithm push it up. I do appreciate that. If you guys do not mind. I mean, the only thing I can see with fun is like if a 441 stop loss. I don't really like the chart though. I'm gonna probably say no to that. Look at this bullish engulfing. Interesting. Yeah, BKKT might be one of those names that you just have to kind of maybe like put like a bigger stop on because it's pretty volatile. It's being kind of weird in here, but I think a clear stop off of 27.66. Let's see what I don't know what that is. I'm gonna see. Okay, that's literally 1% you'd lose. So or a few percent. We'll see. If over 30, I'll probably enter a mark. I think over 30, but if we break over 30 or even 20, yeah, I want to see 30 first. I should have done that. Yeah, Prague looks fine. Prague looks fine, yeah. I mean, we're still just doing our thing. Making higher lows. So I don't see a problem with Prague until we do break that. So right now, a new stop loss for Prague would probably be 333. It would be 333. Looks okay. Not my like favorite name I've ever seen, but yeah, it looks pretty solid. I do want to. I think BKKT could rip. I just like over 30. I'll enter BKKT if that does happen. But until now, I'm just gonna be patient. DXLG is ripping today. DXLG looks actually pretty good. Like I said, I added DXLG yesterday. Really strong growth name I wanted to pull back on, so I did add it like 630. So I'm already up a lot of money on DXLG. That one's looking really good. Love that name. Love the moves. Don't like Fammy. Family's nope. Stay out of Fammy. So I know some of these, if the chart just looks bad, I'm just going to tell you they look bad. There's no further inclusion. If the chart looks good, I might look at earnings, stuff like that. But for the most part, if the chart looks bad, there's probably a reason why. If that makes sense. Yeah. I hope BKKT pushes above 30. I'd love to play BKKT. But over 30 is what I want to see. INMD, sure. Bimmy and IN. Bimmy. Bimmy looks okay today. I don't like Bimmy. Yeah. Bimmy could set up today. It could set up. We'll take a look at it. It could set up today. INMD. Oh, he must have killed earnings. Okay. What is that? INMD? Okay. Don't know why it's running, but really, really low market cap. Oh, INMD. I'm stupid. Sorry. Okay, in mode. Let's take a look. So yeah. You know, when I talk about hypergrowth, this is a good growth stock, but hypergrowth really isn't there. But yeah, you know, I love this 3-year sales growth. This 3-year sales 3-year sales growth rate looks really good. We did have good beat on earnings with a pretty low market cap. Yeah, that actually looks like a solid growth chart. RSI has cooled off. Yeah, another growth name I'll take a look into after I'm off today. But yeah, that looks like a solid growth name. Love the chart. The numbers look pretty good. Yeah, that looks pretty solid. Do you think it's a good time? I don't like Ford long term, so I'm gonna stay out of Ford. I don't like Ford, but we'll take it. I'll see if I was IINN good time to buy. We did hit 648 pre-market. And this has been on a rocker today. I mean, the obvious thing here is you risk off this last low at $4.30. Could be okay. I'm not going to enter, but 430 would be a good stop loss. All right, I'll look at Prague again. I'm sure they did a good down up. Yeah, Prague looks fine. We did break this. This flag right here, so we could see some more upside in the following days. Looks okay. Crosshair Gaming. Yeah, Crosshair is a good growth name. Just the chart kind of sucks. With the when I'm looking at growth stocks, I really like to see that they're kind of near their 52-week highs. They have a lot of momentum. So growth, I really won't enter growth stock unless like INMD. That's a good example of something that's at its 52-week high or close to it. Yeah, I mean, actually, I would say out of this, the EPS growth rate is good, but last quarter we slowed down a lot in our sales percent, so no, would not. That was not a growth stock. Good morning. What's up, Tony? Oh, Pitzer partnership with. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, Prague looks fine. Again, looks fine. BKKT. Interesting. But I could make some moves today. Over 5 look pretty good. Yeah, the chart looks fine, but yeah, looks fine, I guess. All right. I'm gonna do this. I need to hide my screen for 1 second. Give me 1 second, guys. Literally 2 minutes. I'll keep talking, but I need to do something. Give me 1 second. All right. Should just take 1 second. I'm going to put that back on. Sorry. what was that called? Video capture device? No. It's the display capture. Okay. Cool. Sorry. Okay, we're back. I had to do that real quick. Possibly tomorrow's partner. Yeah, I mean it could. We'll see. The chart looks fine though. It's not like a massive fan, I suppose. Let's see what these levels. Yeah, we'll take a look. What is? I've never heard of SU. We'll take a look. Suncore. I know energy names have been hot. Um, Probably not. We look pretty overextended, but energy names have been running. Let's take a look. Let's see if it's a good company. That's a big jump. That's actually a really big jump. Okay. With solar names, the profit margin sometimes can be a problem, but from that perspective, it looks like pretty good growth. We're going to want to make sure that our profit margin isn't ridiculously terrible. So yeah, annually, quarterly, we have had some good growth. Our profit margin, operating expense is pretty high. Not my favorite. I mean, it seems like an okay growth name, but just not, crazy about it. I wish that, yeah, I mean, we possibly have a double bottom right here at, this 204 level would actually be a better idea. But yeah, we could possibly see a bounce at 204. But yeah, I would say like at this if it did break 204, I'd give like 20 after 203, I'd put a stop loss. But yeah, I don't like energy stocks too. Yeah, SU might be. See, I like if I was just gonna buy energy, I would just buy TAN H. Or sorry, what's the? Yeah, TAN actually did break out this whole thing, so TAN could definitely see some. All these energy stocks have been running. I like Seasick the best out of any energy stock, but that one's been I don't know. I stay away from energy. That's just personal preference, but the growth numbers are there, I suppose. Oh man, it's so much nicer to look at your portfolio when it's up on the day. Don't you agree, James? It's so much. It's just it's a better time. All right. Cool. Love the growth portfolio. Absolutely, yes. GPS IPO just started. I think someone mentioned it. Yeah, I don't see it though. Um, I'm not. Oh, okay. Um, is there gonna be any data on it? Probably not. I want to see what their market cap is. Yeah, here's the problem. Like with AMD, look at we're just not growing at all. I don't really like it. AMD, if you put in AMD, if you go into the financials, every year we're growing. Some big growth numbers every year, and quarterly, we've almost doubled. So there's just really no growth name behind that, which I don't like. So I probably would stay out of that. But yeah, it's definitely a lot more. I don't know if the words are relaxing, but I just like when my portfolio is up. I just like seeing the green. And actually quite up about 3.5% today. DXLG is freaking kicking in. DXLG is one of those, high risk growth names because it's a low market cap, but DXLG, that's another name that looks really, really strong today. Love that look. Looks good. I did add that the other day too. Yeah, something like, again, if it's semiconductor or whatever, if it doesn't have any growth, I'm probably not interested for the long term. I would love to see BKKT push above 30. I wouldn't mind taking some shares. Nice. Okay. How is my IWM holding up? Not bad, actually. I would love to see us break out in November. That'd be amazing. Once, if IWM breaks out, hold on to your butts for the growth stocks. If IWM breaks out, we'll see some big names. I don't even know if I'm up this week. Am I up this week on my portfolio? Just about break even. If you guys are in here, again, I know I'm sorry to ask again, but if you guys don't mind liking the video, it helps me out a lot. So we will see. Yeah, interesting though. I mean, if it's a semiconductor IPO, I mean, could see some big moves. If there is growth. How about Bimmy now? Bimmy doesn't look terrible. If you put $1.03 stop loss on Bimmy, I actually might enter this play. We have MACD starting to finally curl back up. Okay, I'm going to enter this. Thank you for letting me know. All right, I'm going to fill some shares here at about $1.06 if we can get them. Stop loss. I'm going to wait. Yeah, I'm going to buy some. Bought some at 1.6 that executed. I want my stop loss at $1.03. Okay. So I did grab some at $1.06. Why I entered this trade right here, or why I'm looking to, is because we have a lot of momentum today. Volume is coming in nicely, but on top of that, MACD just curled up on the 1 minute. So, would love to see 120 back on this name. So I'll be patient on this name today. Did enter right there at $1.06. Okay. Usually on these, what we love to see, this is on the 1 minute this is a trick that will make you lots of money. Nice, we're already at 5 cents per share. So you got to look at this MACD, this actual line. So the further we are down here, the more room we have on the upside. And if we're all the way down here below the purple line and we start to actually curl up, so we can see that our exponential crossed, we can see some big movements. So that's what I said when I said I wanted a flush. We flushed MACD all the way out, and now we're starting to curl up. So I'll start taking some profit here in about $1.18 if we get there. Not a terrible idea. I might actually. I probably should be smart and scale some out here. I just see some really, really big orders coming through. So, yeah, not terrible actually. The obvious buys would have been at like $1.04. Did get some at $1.06, so I won't complain. If we do end up breaking like $1.22, I will even add some more. Okay, this is what's got to go on. I got to use the restroom real quick. Give me 2 minutes. Hopefully Bimmy does something. Again, I have $1.03 stop on Bimmy. I'm playing small. I'll be right back. Oh, we're back. I'm gonna use the restroom in a second. I wanted to look at this. Um, yeah, Pal looks fine long term. It's just like I don't know. I'm kind of frustrated with Pow. We did break our support line. There might be a chance that I do cut my Pow position. I'm literally not. Oh, nice, $1.13. Um, yeah, I'm gonna use it in a second. I actually didn't go. I talked to my dad, and then I was like, let's check Bimmy again. Um, again, I'll scale some shares out here in the $1.17 range. That'll be about a 10% profit. I'll scale out half at $1.17. I'll still be patient on here. We do have a lot of ways to go up. We could fall pretty close. So do have that $1.03 stop loss on. It would be smart to raise up my stop loss and then take some shares off, but I'm playing pretty small right now. So yeah. Oh, I do have money coming over. I am gonna do, I think, a few $1,000s, and I'm gonna trade live. So I am gonna put a few $1,000s, and then we'll trade live with that. We'll see how fast we can grow it if we can. So that will be there. Okay, I'm gonna go use the restroom now. I'll be right back. All right, and we are back. What is Bimmy doing? Did you really hit it? Okay. Ugh. Maybe I'll do something cool. What are we at? Did hit $1.14 right there. Missed that. Cool. Okay, and BKKT. Oh, jeez. Okay. I did say that I wanted to enter BKKT over 30, so I am gonna do it. I am okay. I'm gonna take some shares at 30. And then when I'm thinking about stop loss is a stop loss of we'll put a stop loss of 28. So again, I'm gonna put a very small position here. I still haven't added yet. Gonna see if we break down here first. Okay. Gonna wait just a little bit longer. But yeah, BKKT could definitely go. Okay. So I'm just gonna say that I entered at 30. I did take some at 29.98 here. I would love to see, I guess, our next big. I mean, over 32 could get big. I will add more at 32. But we'll start a starter in there. I still am holding Bimmy. Do I want to cut that and focus on BKKT though? Oh, but it doesn't even matter. My stop loss hit. Okay. My stop loss hit on Bimmy. Okay. Yeah, Bimmy's over for the day, in my opinion, now. Bimmy's probably done. Switch it over to BKKT. If he's still in here without a stop loss, we could see maybe a 1-6 bounce right here. So, yeah. Okay, cool. Putting a new low though, but yeah, I'll switch it over to BKKT. I think BKKT could get explosive today. So we're gonna play that. If you still are in Bimmy, I know about $1.06. We probably could see some upside. I just want to focus on BKKT right now, so we'll play that. Oh, okay. Did you make any money, James? Oh, you got in at 28.78. Oh, nice. Okay. I think it could extend higher, but yeah, if you're in a meeting, probably not the best idea. Yeah, we'll see. BKKT can hold up. Sweet. Have fun in your meeting. Could see some more upside. That 30 break was big. We'll be patient on this name. Wish I would have kept my ads in here from. Wasn't nice. You're in since 25. Nice. I wish I would have kept my ads from 29, but again, this might be a longer term swing. We'll just have to see. Take a look. I'm not a financial advisor. I think this could be a longer term swing. We'll see how it comes out today. We're looking like we're getting a lot of volume. It might be a longer term swing. So, If we, I don't really like adding on downtrend. So again, I started a starter right here at like 29.96. So if we do get to like 32, I'll look to add some more. But for now, I'm just gonna hold my position. Just gonna hold it for now. But all are holding this level pretty nicely. We'll see. Again, we could have a big flush. We'll just see. I think it might be a longer term swing, so I'm just gonna hold those for the day. We'll see what happens there. Bimmy still looks good. I just don't want to play it right now. Would rather focus on BKKT. I think that has some more potential. So, and actually, I think, let's see. Yeah, big break over 30.85 would be nice. Growth is still picking up today. I'm actually interested that those gains are holding. What names are doing good today? Lots of good names today. FVRR is taking me down, but that's all right. Wanted to enter BK as well, but volume is not that high. No, it's not that high. Volume is not that high. The thing is I should have probably stayed in Bimmy. Did sell out at $1.05, so I lost a cent a share to play this, but we are getting some volume on the daily, which is good to see. We're still not over with the day. Not as much volume as I'd want to see, but I think volume might come in if we do start making some moves up. So we're gonna be. I'll be like I said. I'm gonna be patient on this. I'll be patient. Bimmy still looks really good. I guess Bimmy over maybe $1.08 would be really good too. We'll take a look at exhaust. Yeah, it looks good today. Just a low volume push up though, so I don't really like the chart as well, so probably I would stay out of that. Yeah, BKKT could make some big moves. The only, like I said, if we could ideally break over this 31 level, but I think we could be setting up today. We are holding in this. I'm gonna go to the 4 hour. Yeah. Okay. AMC hitting support. Yeah, we'll take a look. I know AMC did. AMC still. Yeah, I mean, I read you this line. AMC again. This is a symmetrical triangle, so under is going to be bearish, over is going to be bullish. But it looks like with earnings coming out, if we do gap down, we could see some big downside. So for me, this like 34 levels got to hold, or we could see some downside. I'd say 34. 34 would probably be the big spot that's got to hold. I'm not interested in AMC though, so I don't have to worry. And earnings are going to be bad. I mean, I don't know. It's not that earnings could be good because I feel like theaters may have picked up, but if it was based on $2, it would have been good earnings. So EPS is going to have a really, really hard time. When you talk about like an overvalued stock, sometimes EPS is really, really hard to manage because earnings per share. So if the share price is really, really high, and even if earnings are good, the EPS is still going to be bad. JMIA. We'll take a look. Yeah, JMIA is interesting, I guess, here. I wish I could get these earnings off of this page. It's really annoying. GMIA. Again, I think we could see a little bit of downside, but we do have a triple bottom setting up, possibly. I guess if you bought it about $17, you could have a potential move higher at about $17. Sure, we'll take a look at the DBGI. DBGI digital brands had a big top pop today. Interesting. I mean, over like 540, I'd be interested, but volume is drying up quite a bit, so probably not on that. Sorry, I was reading like Zach Morris dropped like a whole bunch of NFTs and like supposedly like they didn't show up in people's wallets and people paid like a lot of money. So it's kind of a big yikes. Dwack. Yeah, we did break over a long-term resistance right here. So Dwack could see a little bit of upside. I'm still hesitant to play it, but Dwack could see some upside. Still not. I would not enter here, but it's starting to look okay if you're a bag holder, I suppose. I'm trying to look into this. I know people are going to be pissed. I think that like so they partnered with OpenSea, right? And I think OpenSea after this whole if you guys don't know the Alex DeLarge thing that went on, pretty much there was this guy on Twitter. He has like 100,000 followers, and like this guy was so shady. I was following him, but he plays over the counter stocks that have like a $10 million market cap, and this guy at like end of the day would be like challenge buy this stock or something. It was like very very like worded like very scammy, and supposedly him and his friends were loading up, pumping it out all on his Twitter, all over boards, and he got jailed. I think what did the SEC say? I think it was like $10 million or something like that was like pretty much scam money, I suppose. So that was pretty interesting. So I don't think OpenSea wants to deal with any of these people, or you know, HCWB. This is a big name. Yeah, it's starting to make some big moves right here, actually. We did have the flush this morning. Could get crazy over 661. We actually are going to break that too, I think. For me, it's a little bit overextended. We are seeing some big volume spikes, so I don't want to play it. I'm going to focus on this on BKKT today. I think we could see some big moves. HCWB. Interesting. Yeah, could make some moves today. Not interested, but yeah, it looks good. We are starting to make a higher low here on the daily. We'll take a look. There's a big break from 30. Like to see that. Again, I got some shares at like 29.96 on BKKT for a swing. Let's see, is Lucid holding its gains today? Yeah, Lucid looks good. Looks like we're actually forming. We could see. We have been consolidating for a while. RSI is cooling off, so we could see another big push intraday. Very, very healthy chart. Such a big market cap, and it's already pretty overextended, so I'm not interested, but I wouldn't be surprised if we extended higher. And I know that we do have, yeah, we don't have any resistance really at all. So, yeah, we are consolidating nice. Could make another big move, but for me, I'm not interested with the big market cap. Agri. You had that huge push up a couple days ago. Wow, I didn't even see that. Figure we're talking long term, so let's take a look. I don't know. I put Agri stock in there. It should be Agri. Yeah, there's no earnings on Agri yet, so I'm not gonna play it. There's no earnings, so would say no to that. BKKT is looking okay. Bimmy, okay. Glad I exited when I did on that. IWM is really curling up too. I wonder if the growth portfolio is reflecting that. But yeah, IWM, like I said, IWM's been consolidating for like the last week, so I'm really, really excited if IWM can keep its maybe break out. November is usually good. A name that's absolutely killing it my portfolio today, the top gainer for sure, is DXLG. DLXLG, another growth stock. It's kind of a micro cap, so it is a little bit risky, but this name is looking really, really good today. Love to see that. Really do. What is Agri's industry? I didn't even ask. I don't even know what Agri's industry. There's no earnings, so can't I don't play names without earnings long term. All right, cool. I don't know why that happens sometimes. Sorry. Thanks for letting me know, Scott. That should be better. Um, there we go. Tesla looks super, super strong, though. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, sometimes this mic just cuts out if it gets hit by a cord. Not too sure why. BKKT looks good. Like I said, BKKT might be a longer term swing. We'll see. We've been consolidating nicely today, but ideally, like over 32, we could get wild, but we'll see if that hits. Twillo, yeah, Twillo's a good growth stock. I like Z better and XP, but Twillo's not terrible. I know earnings had a really, really bad earnings. We got knocked down quite a bit. Let's take a look at earnings. Um, so we really did beat earnings. That's surprising. So EPS, big beat. Revenue, big beat. So I wanted to see what is 800. What was our revenue? Yeah, that's actually a big beat quarter to quarter. I actually don't mind that. I actually like that. I actually looked at. I like that look. I don't know why we gapped down so much off of that. Big sales growth. Yeah. I don't like Twillo just because of the graph is broken down, but those earnings actually don't seem that bad. Those earnings are actually really good compared to last year, and it's a hyper growth stock. So, for dip buying though, I'm not sure that I'd want to buy this, but yeah, it's interesting that we bought down. Yeah, if you bought it at 285, that's a great spot. 285. I think it's worth a good swing. I think this is a quality company that got beat down on earnings for no reason. And when you look at the weekly is crazy too. So yeah, not a bad swing if you got some good prices at those levels. It does not look bad at all. I don't know why earnings did that. Again, some names that like, for example, SI gap down on earnings. One of my favorite growth stocks right here, and we're all the way back up. So, except that was a pretty big drop. I don't know why. I'll have to look more into that, but if you're in at 285, I don't see why that could be a bad thing. The earnings weren't bad. The earnings were good, and we're actually sitting right at support here at 277 we hit today. So yeah, not terrible. BKKT is trying to make some moves here. Not a lot of volume, so again, if we can break this long-term resistance line right here, maybe at like 37, I don't know, 30.7. Yeah, sure, Brian. I mean, there's definitely more names that I like out there. Not my favorite, but hopefully that'll recover. It seems like we should recover. I mean, that's really good earnings. So that's hard. That's a hard question, but you do have a good average, so that's fine. Yeah. Again, I didn't like. I actually didn't like Ford's numbers. I read the report. I don't really like Ford long, but yeah, it is getting flat on the daily. All right. BKKT. I still, yeah, the only, yeah, hopefully, I think BKKT, I would love to be awesome if we saw like another partnership, but MasterCard's a pretty big company. And again, my whole thing is like, um, MasterCard's a pretty big company, so I think that like other companies might be looking at it as well. Obviously, they were the best candidate for their crypto platform, so you know, I do look at that as well. I don't like BBIG. Yeah, we did gap. We're starting to make some moves today, but based on this yearly, we did break down. We do have an okay double bottom set up right here. Um, Over like 524, I guess would be okay if we can, or 521. But I don't like BBIG. The price action is not there in my opinion. Um, yeah, I don't like it. If I just look at the chart, it looks pretty bearish, so I would stay out of that. Again, it doesn't look terrible today. What would you recommend learning? So pretty much, when we're talking about like day trading, there's a few things that. So for me, for day trading, it is all graphs. It is all chart setups. So when I look at charts, there's a couple that you need to learn. But if you go here to education, this is what I did. Most of the part about learning is just looking at the charts and see what happens when this happens. But for example, all of these, yes, BBIG is very dependent on news. It's a very catalysty stock. Learn all these chart patterns. You see me use these charts all the time. I talk about them quite a lot. If you want to go a little bit more in depth, this Japanese candlestick pattern was good. But for the most part, just looking at these stocks, see how they move would be the best part. It's just a lot of trial and error. Getting some okay hits here on BKKT at these levels. Barrett Gold. Yeah, I don't like gold right now. Gold has been in this kind of 10-year recession point. Not a recession, but it just hasn't gone up. I like Barrett Gold. They do have good earnings. I do like the corporation, but the problem is for me is that we've just been downtrending and gold really hasn't been looking good. If I was going to go buy gold, I'd rather just buy tangible gold. We are pretty far. We could keep falling until we break like $21, but very static stock, doesn't make big moves, so it will take a while to see that. Yeah, I'd probably stay away from Barrett Gold. Unless you're like long about gold and just go buy some gold. Not a big fan. I mean, honestly, if we could get down to like back down to like for a long-term hold, down in these 17s are pretty ideal. But for me, I'm just not I'm not a metal investor, so I'd be the wrong person to talk to about that. Are starting to make a couple of moves on BKKT. There we got some volume. Again, we'll see. We got a big pivot point coming up on BKKT. We have this long-term resistance line we just couldn't touch right there. Would love to see us bounce off of that and hold that line. We do have room on RSI. MACD is curling up, so we could see a big push right here. Again, I got shares at about 29.96, so I think it might develop into a longer-term swing. We'll see. I ideally would probably like to get out today if we can move. Yep. I got BKKT at 30 as well, so it's starting to move up a little bit. Again, this line right here is going to be big for us. It looks like we still are having troubles breaking it. We want to break over 30.80. Didn't look like we could do it there. We'll see if we can. That's going to be a good point, though. Yeah, it's starting to move. Do like to see that. Getting a lot of volume back in here, which is nice. But, yeah, and I think names like Dwack are getting ready for a bounce as well. But for most of the part, I think that, there we go. That's a big break right there, that 30.70 level. That's what I wanted to see. We can see that this is our long-term resistance line for the daily. We did break over that. So ideally, we want to hold it. That still looks like we haven't broken it. On the 1-minute candle, which closes in 15 seconds, we'd love to see us break above that. But for now, it looks like we could not. Let's see a good close in this next 8 seconds. Yeah, we're going to be able to break over that, but still looks okay. That's going to be a big point to clear. Again, if you guys are enjoying the content, I really would appreciate a like on the video. It helps it send out to other people as well. MNDO. MNDO is fine technically. We have this really nice support line that we bounced off of today, which looks good for the stock. This is our channel, so again with the channel play, looks like we're bouncing off the support really, really nice, and we sell off here. So the chart looks fine if you were to buy at the bottom of the support channel. We kind of did leave that, but not terrible. What do they do? It's really not moved that much up from COVID lows. I don't really like it. Take a look. Yeah, we don't really have a lot of sales. The EPS, we're not growing quick, so I probably would stay out of there. Not my favorite. IFRX. IFRX. Definitely don't like that chart. I think we're probably done for the day on this. We're losing a lot of volume. We did break our support line, so don't really like it right here. Not a big fan. Would probably say no to that. And I mean, we're just really, really overextended on the daily as well, or on the 1 minute. And again, with stocks like this, these really, really big movers, you really want to see RSI on the daily for these day trades, you know, stay above about 50. It shows that has a lot of relative strength. We kind of are hanging out in these 34 areas, which makes that not have a lot of relative strength. So for me, not very excited about that. Yeah. Interesting. I wonder where we lost so much. Right there. Might be some dark pool activity. I don't know. If we can see RSI shoot back up to maybe the 60s possibly, but for now, probably not. DXLG making some big moves. Love to see it. This is a growth name that I picked up a couple days ago. This name has made some really, really nice moves today. Daily breakout. Looks great. Daily, how many minutes charts to look at? I mean, if it depends what we're talking about, the minute chart can be used. So, for example, like on stocks like Apple, I use the 1 minute charts as dip buys. On the bigger cap stocks, the 1 minute can act as dip buys. So, you know, we were down right here. So I use the 1 minute for dip buys on larger cap stocks. For day trades, I want to make sure that RSI is like, you know, hanging around this area, around the 50s. When we look at RSI on the yearly, you want to make sure that we're kind of hanging in this area. I have a whole video on my indicators that I use, so that gives more detail. If you want to take a look at that, it should just be under the playlist technical analysis. All those videos are good. Energy. I don't like this chart on recap. Don't like the chart. Doesn't even come up. Then PQEFF. I don't like energy stocks regardless. So, Yeah, I mean, I don't like over the counter. It looks pretty overextended. I don't play into energy stocks. Just because the problem with like energy stocks is their profit margins really low. I know that there's a whole bunch of things going in the government with bills, but I'm not a big fan on energy. Energy has been running for the last week or two. Um, well, yeah, Tan H has been running, but yeah, not too interested. We got another some financial guy got charged with something. I'm gonna take a look at this. Been crazy. There's been a lot of financial or not. I'm not financial advisor, but a lot of people on Twitter have been coming out. Like some guy got arrested. Something else just came out now. I'm gonna take a look at it. Is interesting. I know like again this Alex guy, Alex DeLarge or whatever his name was, definitely that was definitely right for them to arrest him. What he was doing was really shady. Some of these other people are pretty good. Um, let's see what this says. SE charges WFC financial advisor Kenneth A. Welsh with stealing nearly $3 million in client funds to pay off credit cards, buy gold coins. Interesting. Do you ever use FinViz? What's FinViz? I'm not really targeting anything for BKKT yet. I said it might be. I have some shares at 30 for a swing. I mean, ideally, I would love to see if we could get back to all-time highs at about 37. We have a lot of momentum. It's holding up, so this might turn out to be a longer-term swing. We're just gonna have to see. Voyager token. I don't know. I don't know if Finjers is VYGY. VYG. VYGVF. Okay. I don't know much about this company. I mean, the chart looks pretty good. Been looks all right. The chart looks fine. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know much about this, so I'm not gonna. I don't really know, Sai. Chart looks fine though. Really overextended from 55 cents, but looks decent, I suppose. We'll see. We really have to break this resistance line right here again. We weren't able to claim that right there. Hopefully we can do that sometime. I'll be patient with BKKT. I got an average at 30. I don't have too much position, but if we do start to rip, like if we do get up into the 32s, I will add some more. But for now, we're just going to see how the swing develops. SI looks good too. I'm gonna take a look at one of my other long-term growth stocks. SI looks really good. SI, we're getting pretty close to breaking out of this bull flag right here. Above 157 would be good. Maybe 158. Starting to look decent. Oh, litter. Sure. LIDR, we already filled this gap right there. I don't really like it. The chart looks pretty broken down. I don't know where your entry is, but probably say no to that. Don't really like it. Yeah. Not a big fan. What is Lucid doing? Is Lucid making some moves? Kind of bummed on this daily. I said that I've been talking about Lucid so much. I told you guys that at $30 even I'd take a long position. I missed it today. But that, we see that this is our obvious resistance mark. As soon as we crossed that pivot, we had a huge move up. Yeah, nice bull flag right there. Yeah, Lucid looks good. We have a lot of momentum. We could keep going higher today, but we are overextended. But yeah, Lucid looks really good. I wish I would have taken some at 30. That's one of the charts that I just did not look at this morning. I the time I looked at it, we were already gone by, but yeah, chart does look really good. Congratulations to all the people that are long, but yeah, it looks really good. That's a huge can. I mean, that's a. I don't know. That news really sent this thing up 35%, which is like $10 billion, which seems kind of crazy, but cool. And it also helps that Tesla's been doing really good too. All those EV plays kind of, they're kind of sympathy to the other. If some go up, others tend to usually go up as well. Yeah, super big moves. Might have some people with FOMO come in, might send it higher, but does not look terrible. And then BKKT looks fine. Might just take. It's just going to be one of those plays. Looks kind of choppy right now. Work list to break out there just did not happen for us. Did Zim hold its games today? Yeah, Zim likes fine long term. I hold it in my growth portfolio, so nothing wrong with it. Looks good. Not too much to talk about. All right, cool, guys. Well, I don't know how long. Let's see. You doing Harlow for Halloween stream? Shoot. I definitely could. I just have to throw on a pair of glasses and throw on a couple watches, and I could definitely do it. We'll see. I would be down. Yeah, I have not been holding Lucid. Nice. If you're holding Lucid long, congrats. Congrats to you. All right, cool. Been streaming for 2 hours. I don't really have too much more to talk about. Again, we'll see what BKKD does. I have a stop at $28 even. I do have 30. We'll see what happens here. It's worth a shot at a swing, but I am gonna get going. I do have some stuff to do today. I might be live later. I don't know. But yeah, growth portfolio is up a ton today. We'll see if BKKT will do anything cool for us. Again, this might be a longer term swing on BKKT. I like the setup. The daily looks great. Daily looks really, really good. Again, over I would love to see us push over 37 would be nice. That's a lot to ask, but for the short term, if we can get over 32, that'd be great. I'll hold that. Might add some down. Oh, this is a 200-day moving average. If you guys got any questions, I am going to go, so let me know. This is a 200-day moving average. It works really, really well with large cap dip buying. I do take options on large caps quite a bit. You got to zoom out to the 1 year, but for the most part, this 200-day exponential moving average. It's an exponential moving average, and it's a 200-day. Here we go. This is it right here. And what it does is it acts as some really, really good support. So we see that it bounced off here 1, 2, 3 times, and it does later in the future. I did take shares right here. And then, if we just go back, there's so many names. A big play that I can remember was Nike. Nike had the same setup, 1, 2, 3. I did take calls here at this 4th spot right here. I think Amazon jumped off of it today again. So it's just a 200-day moving exponential. I like it. It's a good dip buying or call buying spot for some of these larger caps. Exponential moving average. But yeah, if you guys got any questions, let me know. Other than that, I'm going to end it. I'm kind of tired. I didn't get a lot of sleep last night. I got some adulting things to do today, so yes. For short-term swing, I don't use EMAs that much. So hanging. Yep, I'm gonna be hanging on to BKKT for a swing today. Maybe into tomorrow. I'll let everyone know if my thesis changed. But yeah, I got a 28 stop on there. The daily looks fine. I think we could. One of those names that could have a lot of potential. We'll just have to, obviously we want to break this line right here. So, I might, if we do get down into these 29s, low 29s, I might take some more. But yeah, I will be swinging this for a little bit. All right, I'm going to end it here, guys. Have a good one. Thank you for tuning in. I will be live tomorrow. I might be live later today, but make sure you join the Discord. I'll post stuff in there. I'll keep you updated. But yeah, BKKT, we'll be holding that. Do you have Twitter? Yeah, I do have Twitter. It should just be in the link of bio. Should just be in the bio somewhere. Should be in there. Cheers. Have a good one, guys. I'll talk to you guys later. Nap time. Yep. I'm going to go jump.